This little girl, just beginning to understand love, had fallen for her kindergarten teacher. Mark hurriedly pushed her away and sternly told her such intimate gestures were only for her parents. But the girl thought the teacher disliked her, planting seeds of resentment in her heart. That evening after school, Neely told the principal she hated Mr. Mark because he had pulled down her pants. Her details grew increasingly vivid. The principal was utterly shocked. Mark was the most beloved teacher, a respected figure in town. He'd saved a drowning person, earning him many friends. But the principal believed children don't lie. The next day, she called in a psychologist. The psychologist asked, "Do you dislike Mark?" Neely nodded weakly. The doctor then asked, "Did Mark do something to make you uncomfortable?" Neely nodded again, because Mark had indeed rejected her. The psychologist had her answer. This required police intervention. When Mark arrived for work, the principal summoned him to her office and told him to take a few days off. Mark sensed something was wrong, but he didn't ask why. He simply turned and walked home in silence. The principal called in Millie's mother and held a parent meeting to announce Mark's alleged crime, urging parents to check on their children. Mark remained completely unaware. Early the next morning, Mark was awakened by his son's call. His son told him what had happened. Mark stormed to the school in fury, but the principal had already left. Mark kept demanding answers. In the heated argument, the principal accidentally blurted out the girl's name. Hearing that name, Mark's face froze in disbelief. Because Miley was his best friend's daughter. Mark tried to explain, but the parents had already lost trust in him. Mark went to his friend's house, wanting to ask Miley why she lied, only to find Max, like the principal, convinced his daughter wouldn't lie. The next day, friends who believed Mark arrived. The police had already launched an investigation. But besides Millie, other parents also accused Mark of touching their children. When his son Pete returned home, he saw his father being taken away by police. Though it was just a preliminary inquiry, the officers had already labeled Mark a pervert. Pete had no choice but to seek out his father's friend. Two other friends who trusted his father were still in the living room, all waiting for tomorrow's court outcome. Every child had described various details of Mark's basement, but after investigation, the police discovered Mark's house had no basement at all. The next day, they received news that Mark had been released. Though the police had proven Mark's innocence, the townspeople did not let them off the hook. Back home, Mark was cooking when a rock was thrown through the window. That day, Mark went to the supermarket to buy meat, but the butcher ordered him out immediately, even resorting to physical assault. Eventually, store staff dragged him out. He limped away from the supermarket. His friend happened to arrive at the store then. Seeing Mark like this, a pang of guilt flashed through his mind. That evening, he entered his daughter's room. He realized Mark had been wrongfully accused. His daughter also revealed the truth.
Det var bare mig, der sagde noget dumt noget. Han har ikke gjort noget.